The wealthy have a secret.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Did you know that some of the biggest companies in the world are buying and or positioning themselves into Web3?
So welcome to tonight's presentation, guys. We are going to be talking about the secret that these companies have been working on in the background. Imagine a life of travel, time freedom, incredible experiences, health and wellness with friends and family. In Web3, a rising tide raises all ships. So I want to ask what some people might say a silly question, right? But do you currently use the internet? And some of you are going, of course we do. We're on it right now. So the answer is yes. As a matter of fact, there's 5.3 billion people on the earth today, about 60% of the population that are using the internet today. And they fit into three categories. The largest category, of course, are customers and users, the people that simply go on the internet and they do their shopping, they get their entertainment, they're sending emails, they're doing all kinds of different things on the internet. The smaller category, the next down, is the gig economy. These are the people that saw the internet and said, I'm going to go on and make some additional income. They're doing eBay, maybe it's Amazon, or maybe driving an Uber, or doing some type of delivery type service. Usually, and most of them are simply subsidizing their income. There are some that make a full-time living, and even some influencers that are doing it that have made a considerable amount of money. However, it's the smallest category here, which are the founders, the executives, and the wealthy investors of Web2 that have made the fortune. A matter of fact, there are 320 plus people, just over it, that have a combined net worth of over $2 trillion. Now, how did 320 something people make $320 million? Because Web2 is a centralized mechanism. It's a small group of people that get to make the decisions for the greater people. And then what they've done is collected our data. And they've taken that data that we've allowed them to collect and they've monetized it. Haven't shared any of it with us. So what has happened is that money of the monetization, we're talking trillions of dollars, have flowed up to the tops of these companies, the founders, the executives, and the wealthy investors, while the 5.3 billion internet users are just using it. So CNBC published this back in January. The richest 1% of the people have amassed almost 2/3 of the new wealth created in the last 2 years. This is by Oxfam. Guys, that is absolutely staggering. And my question is, do you think it's fair? Is it fair that such a small group of people are creating so much wealth while the rest of us are having to share in only 1/3 of that wealth? There is a new paradigm. There's a new model that can change that and start to move it in the other direction. And that model is Web3. It's the next iteration. It's the next version of the internet. And it is happening today, but it's just getting started. Over the next 3, 5, 10 years, this will develop. And there is a category of people called early adopters. These are people that work with Web3 projects in order to help them flourish. Why is there such a big opportunity with Web3? It's decentralized. So instead of centralized like Web2, it's decentralized. It's not a small group of people that are making decisions. It's a much bigger group that are doing this. Also with data, instead of big companies controlling, owning, and monetizing data, in Web3, we are able to control and monetize, if we want to, our own data. Now, the 1% are still there. It's just they're at the bottom of this. meaning there are still founders, there are still executives, there are still wealthy investors that are investing in Web3. The difference is instead of them capturing 60, 70, 80% of the wealth, it is flipped the other way, where 80% of the wealth that is being created, and I'm going to show you some projects that have done this and the results of that. The founders and executives and the investors are holding on to 20% of the value that's created, and they're allowing for 80% of that to go to where it should be. And that is with the early adopters, the users, the people that are driving the value, the people who own and control and create that data. So we believe it's a much better model. And nexWeb3 is the easiest way for you to get involved with the third wave of the internet. We have the right connections, innovative web partnerships, the knowledge and tools, the tech stack, the community and support that is necessary in the secrets of the web. When I talk about the secrets of the web, it is the understanding and the knowledge that community is commerce, that if you organize people utilizing technology, that the revenue that can be generated can be massive, and that can be shared with the community members. And then, of course, masterminding. We're going to be building technology that will allow easily for the nexWeb3 community, which we'll talk about how we'll form a DAO for us to be able to form masterminds to create the next level of Web3 projects, the value there. So when we talk about engaging in Web3, a lot of people go to me, hey, I don't understand that. I'm going to let you know that most of the stuff when we're talking about engaging with Web3, you are already doing. Some of the items that you can do are simply engage on social media. How many of us have liked, shared, or commented on a post in the last 7 to 14 days? Probably most of us. That's what we're talking about doing with these Web3 projects. Play to earn. Imagine playing games, but instead of just having fun enjoying the games, you're able to build and accumulate digital assets that go up in value that you can benefit financially from. Being a customer, think about just using a product or service, and instead of getting a loyalty point for being a loyal customer, you're actually getting digital assets that can go up in value. Grow digital wealth with the community. Decentralized social media. Imagine a social media platform that's not run by a small group of people, but it is run by the people that are utilizing this social media and helping set the rules and what is available and able to be done on there. All secured by a blockchain, so very secure technology. Metaverse, participate to earn, airdrops. We're going to talk about those in a second, and the benefit from AI crypto trading bots, being able to have a bot that will trade for you. So let's jump into the bot. So our AI crypto bot is smart automation, real-time insights, it's tailored strategies. Guys, this is a bot that will trade for you 24/7. And it uses unique principles, money management, in order to help you increase the amount of crypto that you have. And that is the goal when crypto is going up in value. So the next part we'll talk about are the airdrops. So these are real situations. These are 3 projects, Aptos, Blur, Uniswap, that have all embraced the Web3 idea, this concept of the founders, investors, and executives holding on to a smaller amount and then sharing the larger amount with their community. So with Aptos, 120,000 people averaged about $1,200 each in value that was airdrop. What did they need to do to get this airdrop? They just simply needed to go do a transaction on a chain, maybe a couple of dollars it costs for the transaction. Go to some of the projects that have built on this chain and engage with those projects. Social media, things like that. Blur, it's an NFT site, $600 estimated right now today. If you would have participated with Blur, again, purchase an NFT, could win one for pennies, $1, $2, maybe mint your own NFT. These are all simple things to do that would have been very inexpensive, maybe another $20, $30, but you'd have $600 in value today. Some of these have been higher at other points, and some will be higher down the road. Uniswap, 600 Uniswap tokens for going on and doing a few trades, maybe $3, $4 in fees per trade. And today, you would have over $1,600. At one point, because of the value of this, it was worth much more. And we believe, because of where it is in the marketplace, this is going to go up in value. But just right here, guys, this is $3,400 in value. Imagine a project that will be able to lead you to airdrop after airdrop over the next few years, especially going into this bull run, and the value that can create in your life. Next thing I want to talk about is the metaverse. So it's one of the things that we mentioned that you'll be able to engage in. Some of us are probably thinking right now, I don't think I'll ever be in the metaverse. Fusion GPS, which is a Citibank owned company, they did a report on how big they felt that the metaverse could be. They're predicting by 2030 that 5 billion plus people will be utilizing the metaverse in some form or fashion. Remember, there's only about 5.3 billion people on the entire internet, which means most of the people on the internet will transition into the metaverse, according to them. They believe it'll be an $8 to $13 trillion opportunity. I want you to go back to the new model, Web3, where it's reversed. 20% of that going to the founders, the executives, and the investors, and 80% of that wealth being created going out to the people utilizing the metaverse. And we have a relationship. Our community is engaged with that. Do you want to earn from the third wave of the internet? That is the big question. And I hope the answer to that is yes. Yes, you want to earn. You don't want to miss this opportunity like most of us did in Web 2. How do you, with nexWeb3, engage in Web 3? We have NFTs. NFTs are non-fungible tokens, essentially collectible artwork that is done utilizing blockchain technology and smart contracts in order to show their originality and ownership of them. However, what we've done is said we're not just going to do collectible NFTs. We are going to attach utility and rewards to these NFTs. The idea of the NFTs is to help identify you as a nexWeb3 member, and then these NFTs and the utility on them will help you acquire digital assets. That's what they are there for, to help you increase your digital assets. So what do Abigamis cost? Anywhere from $50 up to $1,400. We actually have 5 different levels of them. The benefits of all 5 of them are software and education, collectability, so rareability, democratized participation. And democratized participation, when we talk about that, it might be the first time you've heard those 2 words together, is through what we call a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization. I personally believe that DAOs are the way capitalism should be. It's the best form of it. And essentially what it means is that the people that form the organization are the owners of that organization. With us, Abigamis mark you as somebody who is involved in the project and, of course, in turn, controls that project and receives the benefits of that project 100%. Okay. And the 5 levels, all 5 levels, whether it's the 50 or the 1,400, come with blockchain collectible artwork, meaning it's on chain, software and education, and you'll choose which of those that you want to engage with. Access in the DAO. So as soon as you buy one, you are now involved in the DAO. Inside the DAO, there are voting rights, rewards that are distributed out to Abigami holders, and participation in events, all different types of events. We're not going to get into that too much tonight, but just the events alone, I believe, is worth the value of these Abigamis. So what does it take to get going? Super simple, guys. 3 easy steps. You're going to select your Abigami, decide at which level you want to get involved. You're going to activate it, right? And we've built software technology that makes it super easy for you to activate it. And then you're simply going to engage with Web3 projects. And through our system, through the events and through the education, you're going to learn which projects to engage with. And then you're going to make that decision and get involved. Now, after learning about these incredible wealth opportunities, can you envision sharing this with others who might also be interested? I would hope that is yes. Simply sharing a video where they can capture Web3 and be a part of the greatest transfer in human history of wealth. What we said is people are going to want to share this, so let's put an affiliate compensation plan on it. And it's super simple, guys. We built a 2-level affiliate program. You go out, share this video. Your friend gets on, they look at it and go, wow, I like this. I'm going to get an Avagami. In this hypothetical here, one got the 1,400, one got the 1,000, one got the 500, one got the 200. This would get you an additional $465 paid in digital stablecoin. So it does not fluctuate in price. Okay, very little. It is paid on the minting. So let's say Susan is the $1,000 NFT. As soon as she mints that Avagami, that NFT, you're going to receive $150 in your digital wallet. What can you do with it? You can buy other crypto with it. You can purchase an Avagami, right? Or you can even transfer it out through a third party into fiat and then put that in your banking account and use it for whatever bills that you want. Doesn't stop there, though. We have a second level of compensation, and that's 10%. So anybody that you recommend, when they go out and recommend somebody else and they mint an Avagami, an NFT, then you're going to get a benefit on there. Let's say one of your people introduced it to 4 or 5 people, 4 of them decide to get involved. Another one of them introduces it to 3 or 4 or 5 people, and 2 of them get involved. And then, of course, the third one over here brings it to 6, 7, 8 people, and 3 get involved. In this hypothetical scenario, you would have generated between your 465 and the 500 you would generate here, 965 extra dollars, all paid via smart contract in stablecoin right to your digital wallet immediately upon them minting. It would continue to come in. And then again, you can do with it what you want. So we also have 4 leadership bonuses. We're not going to get into that here tonight. We have another video that you can watch that will explain the 4 different bonuses that we have. This is really meant for people that want to help us build a serious size community, because community is commerce. And when we talked about the secret of Web3 is community, the bigger community we build, the more valuable the community is to each and every single Avagami holder. And that's one of the things that we love about it. Join nexWeb3 and catch your share of the third wave of internet wealth. Get back with the nexWeb3 community member that shared this with you to start your journey today.